How do you achieve competitive advantage in your market? How do you make sure you stand out from the crowd, be different, unique, special, all these sort of things the marketing people talk about? And there's loads of ways of doing that in terms of your visibility, your guarantees, your promises. There's other things you can do as well that aren't quite so highly visible, if you like. There's some strategic things you can do to make your service and reliability equally unique. And one of the things we did, this is back in the old days when I was in the packaging industry, and we were making timber and plywood cases for the military or military subcontracting. And we knew we had an inquiry coming through within about 6 months for the supply of some cases, some timber cases. And these cases were what we call plywood and batten. So they're plywood cases with timber battens to frame around the outside, all screwed and nailed together. Inside these cases, there was another box which was suspended in a foam insert, so it's like a cushioning insert that held some very delicate equipment. I can't tell you what it was, else I'd have to come around and kill you. But anyway, this box was suspended in foam. Now, the box inside the plywood batten case was something called a comb-jointed plywood case. Now, for those who don't know, comb jointing is where you get the plywood and you put little slots in the end and they join together. So the corners look like that. You can see on the side of lots of bits of furniture and that type of thing. However, the specification for that particular box needed a particular type of comb jointing machine. And as we're going through the proposals and looking at the future and all this sort of thing, getting our plans ready, we noticed that the machine to do this particular job, there are only 2 of them available, a very old machine dating back to the 1950s. We had one of them in our workshop, so we could quote and deliver the contract. The other machine was a competitor business, which is about 50 miles away. And as it happens, and unfortunately, that company had gone into liquidation and they had this machine sat in their warehouse. So me and my director knew this, jumped literally into a truck, an old transit van we had, drove up there and spoke to the accountants, the liquidators, all this sort of thing, and we said, we want to buy that machine, that comb jointing machine. We want to buy that machine and take it away. We paid way over the odds for it. I think we paid like £2,000 for it, something like that. Which back in the day was more than twice what it would be worth as a new machine. It's ridiculous. Anyway, auditors and the liquidators liked all that. They let us take it away, full truck into the back of the transit, back down to our workshop and put it in the warehouse. Now what we knew was that when the tender came out, nobody else in the UK could make those boxes. Now, they could do something with the specification and apply for a change of spec, but that was going to take too long. So when the inquiry came out, and it had to go out to a number of suppliers, everybody else had to come to us for the quotation to make the internal timber cases, because we're the only ones that could make it. So it gave us a real competitive edge because we knew what the prices were that other people were providing. We made it very competitive for ourselves. We had the supply, we had the engineers, we had the ability to make it. So we got a competitive advantage, not by fancy marketing, not by fancy USPs and guarantees, but by thinking a bit laterally. And we bought the equipment out of the competitor's business, put it into our own, and away we went. We got the contract and life was good. So don't just think about marketing and sales, think about strategy, think about being a bit lateral in how you can make yourself and your business more unique and special. So I hope that was helpful, bit of a trick, bit of a story from the old days. Check our website, resultsrulesok.com, lots of books and materials on there. Come to one of our workshops, check the event page. I hope to see you there. So I hope that was a bit of fun, bit of help. And in the meantime, have a great week and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye for now.